you're over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
3 years ago, right? Well, the man who supplied Mac Miller with fentanyl-laced pills was sentenced to 11 years in prison for the death of Mac Miller. He's actually a white dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? Who sold him the pills. But I guess they would say he was buying oxycodone pills, which you can get, I guess from the pharmacists and whatnot. But people now starting to make or lace these pills, make them look like the real ones, but putting fentanyl in them. So people who take them, you may not die depending on your tolerance level to the pills and whatnot. But it takes a small amount to die. And for a regular person who's taking them and whatnot, they will keep taking them thinking they got real high, but it's fentanyl. This time it happened to take him out, and we already know about the epidemic that is going on across the world. So what do you think about his killer getting 11 years?
We see people incarcerated still for selling marijuana. It's now legal in all 50 states and around this country. We see people in jail right now for distributing cocaine, crack, and things like that, doing time for the rest of their lives. When you talk about a drug and fentanyl that you don't even have to consume to come in contact with and die from, for this dude to do 11 years, I'm sorry, it don't feel like enough to me. And it doesn't have anything to do with him selling the Mac Miller necessarily. It's having something to do with him carrying a substance like fentanyl.
Right.
Has a death sentence wrapped around it. And you distributing it around like fucking Skittles. Like, this ain't weed. This ain't cocaine. This is something a little more extreme. And don't like to see non-violent offenders sitting behind bars for an extended period of time where they didn't hurt or kill anybody. But in this situation, he kind of did hurt and kill one person that we knew, and God knows how many other people behind him.
That's a good point, man. And I think, and I'm trying to justify this because I agree with you, but I think they kind of look at the aspect, because I've seen something like this before, like locally, like it was a girl, whatever, white chick, dude had, I guess, I don't know what type of drug it was, but he sold her the drug and whatnot. She died. He got like 8 years. The family was outraged, but it's like, I guess it's the fact that, maybe you didn't shoot him, you didn't kill him, and they were actually going to buy it themselves. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think that this dude, like you said, especially for holding, a substance like that it takes, a couple little pebbles of this to kill elephants. 2 elephants could die from this, right? It's like, come on, man. 11 years, he's going to be able to get out again. Mac Miller's gone forever. Like you said, you never know how many other people, are going from this. And I was actually learning too that they use it as a tranquilizer, like tranquilize like big game, lions and shit like that. So I guess it's like in the right dosage. So this is killing people, man. I've never witnessed anything like this. Like, I don't know. I know crack was a bad era, but I don't know if it was killing people like this fentanyl is, man.
It's a pill pandemic. It's been like that since when the pills really start popping, like last 10, 15 years, let's say.
I think they've been longer than that, but I think,
like really popping. Like Suburbia was getting killed by knocking down Perk 30 and bananas and all that stuff. And now it's just elevated.
Right.
And now we dipping it in putting fentanyl in pills, and now we putting it in weed, and now we putting it here, and now we putting it. It's going to start knocking cats out, and this is a different level of warfare that we're seeing in this drug game right now. Right. And like I said, it's just hard for me to fathom the fact that we got, and let's just call it for what it is, black men and women sitting in jail right now for distributing marijuana or selling some crack in 1992 that's still sitting behind bars.
Right.
And this man is getting 11 years for selling somebody something that, whether he knew it was going to kill him or not knew, it ran a risk of killing him. So whether it was legal, I just see at least manslaughter in this situation. And I ain't passed the bar. I ain't fucking read a law book ever. But I just say, God damn, you put somebody's life in your hand, you took it out. So you would think at least something like that. But
he gonna get to go home again.
Exactly.
He's gonna definitely get to go home again. And then 11 years that could turn into maybe 7, 8. With good time. You know how the system works. So I'm sure, I haven't read any statements from Mac Miller's family, but I'm sure that they are not happy. They probably wanted him to get somewhere close to life in prison for this.
Didn't that trial happened fairly quickly too. We see all these other trials, these murder cases,
I
and all
know.
this shit going on.
I know.
That's still sitting around, and this one came and gone, and a couple other ones. I think they got Michael K. Williams killer, and that might come and go. The fentanyl case.
Oh yeah.
That shit's coming and going, but these rappers getting murdered, man. It's still